Improvement in gaming lately hasn't been as revolutionary as the leaps during the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
Do you think hardware, engines, or time is the limiting factor?
Both. All three. Because the expectations from the gamer are so much higher. You can't build a AAA game with
What about quadruple A?
How many? Oh, stop! Have you played it?
No, I honestly like. Black Flag is an amazing game. I love Black Flag.
Yeah.
There's very few games that I've played multiple times. I've played Black Flag multiple times. You want to know something really interesting? Never beat it. And don't care at all. I actively do not really like the first couple hours of the game. And then you unlock the pirate ship and I'm like, amazing game. And I just sail the seas. I like beat all the hard boss ships way before you're supposed to be able to, because all I would ever do was like sail around, because it's so good. All they needed to do was like take that, make the game actually based around it instead of it being in this Assassin's Creed wrapper that like barely makes any sense anyways. Make it based around the pirates. Make the story based around the pirates. Add co-op, because if you haven't been able to tell, as I've been talking about for years, if you add co-op to a game, it explodes. Helldivers? Anyone? Come on. Anyways, add co-op to it. No, not the multiplayer stuff. Stop it. Just really good single player, add some co-op, and it will explode. And then they made it like the complete opposite of that. There isn't a single player campaign. They saw Sea of Thieves and were like, yeah, cool. No, dude.
He's mad about Skull and Bones.
Stop. I was so excited about Skull and Bones, dude. I was so excited.
How excited are you now?
I don't want to try it because I think I'll be more mad if I like see with my own eyes and experience with my own hands the vast depths of the wasted potential of that game.
So anyway, do you think hardware, engines, or time is a limiting factor? I think that with greater hardware comes greater expectations. With greater expectations comes more complex engines that are capable of meeting them. And with more complexity comes more time. And I think that money is the additional factor in everything that I just said that is causing AAA gaming to kind of collapse on itself in a pretty spectacular way right now. Ubisoft is going to look at Skull and Bones and go, okay, then developing games this big doesn't make any sense. They're not going to look at it and go, wow, whoops, that's because we did it wrong.
Yeah.
And
EA released Immortals of VM, and this has been in the news recently because there was like some news article, I don't remember from who, saying like, oh yeah, Immortals of VM, they spent like $130 million or something insane on it. Budget, let's see what the budget was. The development cost was around $85 million, and then EA kicked in $40 million for marketing and distribution.
And I still never heard of it.
Me neither.
$40 million well spent.
And apparently it was like...
Should have sponsored an LTT. Got him.
Not good or something. Steam reviews says
I heard it was
7
okay.
out of 10. Maybe it was okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
heard it's like pretty okay.
But apparently they're trying to pose it as like single-player games are dead.
No.
Like all the most highly rated, best, and often very highly sold games of the last year and a half, 2 years, are all single player and co-op games. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, not all. Palworld kind of sold a lot of copies.
Co-op game.
I mean, also competitive game, but like
Palworld competitive? Palworld?
Isn't there isn't it? I haven't played it. I thought it was competitive.
I think it's just co-op game.
Is it?
It's like
Yeah, it's PvE
survival, right?
It's survival, but not against people.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
It's not like Rust survival.
Okay.
I mean, you can hurt each other, so you could force it to play that way, I'm sure.
No PvP yet, people are saying.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I haven't played it. I just like kind of watched clips of it here and there. It looked like something, the kind of thing that if I got into, I would spend far too much time in it, and I don't have time right now. That's like the story of my life so often these days. I miss every big gaming event that's really taking off because I'm sitting here looking at it going, okay, what's my calendar look like over the next? Oh, okay. Whereas if it's something small or something that's like not that good or like only certain people like, I'm kind of like, okay, I won't get sucked into this too hard.
Helldivers is fun, and it's a co-op game, and I haven't mentioned it to you because I was like, if we're going to play a game, we have games we can play.
Yeah, we really do.
Like, it'll be fine.
Like, we could maybe play beyond the tutorial of Divinity Original Sin 2.
We could go back to Anno. Like, there's a huge list of currently in progress games, so we don't need to buy another one.
We don't have a shortage of games.
If you're watching this and you want a co-op shooter, it's probably the best co-op shooter that I've played in many years. It's really good.
Oh,
check it out.
my back.
Helldivers.
Okay.
Good
Right.
stuff.